right, Black Box Radio. We're in the RONAreport. So we have Brother Christopher Ervin, City Council candidate for District 5. How you doing, Brother Ervin?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm like you in the house or in a building somewhere. So tell us about who you are, and what you're doing over there in District 5.
Well, thank you for having me. My name's Christopher Ervin. I'm running for the Baltimore City 5th District City Council seat. We're in the midst of, as you stated, the coronavirus, COVID-19 pandemic at this time. We're really a lot of things are off balance because, in my opinion, we aren't getting a steady stream of information. On one hand, it's understandable. In that we have to wait for the information to be available. But on the other hand, there's an aspect of it that's not acceptable because there's information that's readily available that's not being shared with us.
That is unfortunate. And are you talking on a federal level, Baltimore City level? You're running for office, so is this a Baltimore City, you're saying, response to this virus?
This is absolutely
lackluster.
Is absolutely a city level. And what I mean by that is, so we have 3 levels of executive office, and that would be the president, the governor, and the mayor. Those are the 3 levels of executive positions. At the state and federal level, they act in a support capacity, a support and overall organization capacity. So the president is to support the states and organize federal responses, federal resources. The same thing at the state level. To Governor Larry Hogan will represent the state. He'll organize what the different municipalities in the state need, and he will marshal those finances and resources in support of the different municipalities, the cities, the counties, etc. At the local level, and this goes for voting as well, at the local level where we see the impact at the ground level, that is where all of those things are supposed to be attended to. And so in Baltimore City, we have different committees within the city council. And we overlook this when everything is going basically okay. But those things are there for a reason. So in times when things start slipping a little bit, or God forbid they go bad, the health committee, the public safety committee, the cybersecurity committee, we saw a big glitch on Facebook the other day and no one had any information as to what was happening. These are when our representatives in times when everything is going fine are supposed to turn into leaders to keep everyone calm and informed.
Well, let me ask you a question. How is this affecting, because we want to talk personally about you. The levels of government are definitely, the whole country we're working from the back of our feet, more or less. I think we all agree to that. But what I do want to know is, like, how is it impacting you per se, like your personal, and professionally, I know you can't campaign as much. And so how's it, and you might work. So how is it affecting you as a candidate, as a person?
Also, one other quick question, if we can get some context for people who don't know exactly where that district is located.
So the 5th district is northwest Baltimore. If you were looking at a map of Baltimore, it would be that northwest corner.
So, okay.
So personally, because people know me, be it in the community, my role within my own community of Howard Park as the chairman of the board, people know me throughout this district, but also across the city. Mm-hmm. The way that people have been able to contact me previously, now they're basically all on overload. So my cell phone calls are coming in, texts are coming in, email, Facebook, Instagram. I'm getting messages and people trying to contact me every way that they would have before. But now it's a bit of an overload. But I don't mind that because I'm actually running to serve in that capacity anyway.
Okay. And are you working?
Yes, professionally. It's tough because I'm in the trucking business, and there's actually, for all of the trucking and transportation that's going on specific to this response, whether it be stocking stores and things like that, all aspects of transportation are not on an uptick, and a lot of them have actually been cut back.
So you're stagnated on both sides. personal and your professional?
You could say that, but I'm just someone who, I've served in the Marine Corps, and I just live a life that's prepared for things to go bad, for things to be at their worst. And so that's why I have such a big problem with the lack of leadership. And what I'm referring to specifically in my mind is a lot of pictures circulating around social media of military Humvees queuing up down at the near the harbor at the stadiums here in Baltimore City and downtown. We have had no public explanation of that. We're getting somewhat conflicting messages and not one line of communication that says this is what it is, this is what's happening now, and this is what to expect in the near future, and we'll keep you up to date as changes occur. With a single stream of information, which in times of emergency can be difficult, but it's not impossible. What that does is allow people figuratively to basically stay at a state of fairly calm. And when there's a time that we're told to move, we can do so, on airplanes, as they say, just keep calm and move in an orderly fashion towards the exits. There's a reason for that, and there's a methodology to that, and it's not being employed at this time, and especially at the city level, because, again, as things come down from federal to state, at the end of the day, our mayor is in the same city that we are. Our city council members are in the same city that we are. So those are the people that we would lean on and hope to have trust in.
Okay. Well, we're at the part of the interview where you give a last will and testament, and it's a jewel for the community. We're in crisis, more or less. People feel a little chaotic, and you're running for office, you're a leader. What can you leave with the people that can inspire them through this process?
The first thing that I would say to the people is we are okay. Things are a little difficult right now, a little in upheaval, but we are okay. That's the first thing. The second thing is pay attention to any information coming out. Do not overrun yourself with information, and don't be so infatuated with what's going on overseas. Stay aware of Baltimore City news. Understand that we are okay and we will get through this. Be prepared to just follow directions. I would just leave with this. We had a couple of calls today where I'll be providing transportation for food and various supplies to our seniors who are not supposed to be coming in contact with other people at this time. And so I would implore our seniors to stay at home, go out to get air if you must, but just go out just long enough to get air and go back in. Even for distribution or pickup sites, you do not want to go there. Avoid those.
Excellent information. We appreciate that. G.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening. And if you would like to hear more from Black Box Radio, stay tuned in to the Rona Report. Of course, you can go to blackboxradio.com. That's BLAKBOXXRADIO.com. You can also find us on Instagram at Black Box Radio and also on Facebook at Black Box Radio. So stay tuned and we'll be in touch again.
Real talk. This is the Rona Report. It's 3/20/20. We're in a self-quarantine mode that is probably going to go to another mode at some point. So we just had Christopher Ervin, City Council candidate for District 5. So we really appreciate you, Mr. Ervin. Be safe in these times.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate your time. You all be safe as well.
Black Box Radio, we out. Peace.